neck to
Right.
do this.
Now I want to check the back of my neck.
Yeah, be careful. Yeah.
How's your horn doing?
Yeah.
Come on,
I don't
Nate.
know. I'm going to have to look at this more closely now.
Well, you know, you're just kind of a nerd.
I
you
mean,
can't say
everybody's
that.
nerdy about something. I don't
Can't say that.
calling somebody a nerd is hardly an insult. Everybody has their weird thing.
I
that they're
know.
specifically like.
Right.
I'm really crazy into basketball statistics, like the most meaningless.
What a
statistics ever.
nerd.
Yeah, like
What a nerd you
everybody's
are.
really into some like weirdly
You're
specific
such a
thing that.
nerd. I guess I don't know. Who could you could call me literally any name on earth, and I would go, oh, okay.
I know.
Who cares?
Yeah. Have you really ever been offended by anything? I feel the same way. Every
No.
day I read about these offensive things. I'm like, I don't know if anything's ever truly offended me. If I don't like it, I just walk away. You know, but I do like the fact that I can now get tampons in the bathroom. That's that
Long as
I
you can get your
appreciate.
tampons.
Yeah,
That's all you need to know, man.
right. If I ever begin
I'd be
menstruating,
oddly curious of what you're going to do with those tampons.
so would I. Yeah,
So would I. Yeah, well, there you go.
They would have been better off by saying, we're putting them in men's bathrooms because there's times that women venture in there because of emergencies or this, that, and
right.
the other.
but that's,
Yeah, of course.
But again, if you're menstruating, being the only woman here, Cassie, don't you carry the stuff with you?
You usually do. Sometimes you forget, or
You can
sometimes
get caught
you
off
don't.
guard. Yeah,
Yeah, sometimes it just starts
right.
at the worst time possible.
What the hell
Yeah.
movie was that again? And I can't remember which movie, and I hope I never see it again. But it was like back in the the Dust Bowl days. Back
There Will Be Blood?
Is it There Will Be Blood?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
No, a woman is menstruating in this movie, and it takes place back in, I guess, like the Dust Bowl or the 1930s or some damn
Okay.
thing. And we get to watch her wash them off in the creek.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's got the bloody rags, and she's washing them in the creek. I'm like, why'd you include that scene?
I
You
didn't
know?
see. Yeah, I
What
don't know.
movie is that?
I don't know.
I
I'll
feel
have to figure
bad
out.
for women back then. What
Oh,
they had
yeah.
to
can
use
you
to
imagine? Oh,
practically a diaper.
Oh God.
Ugh,
a little
gross.
corn cob action.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got to take a break. We'll be right back. Chris is in studio, and I'm very happy. And whoever told him not to come in, I'm just going to find out who the
Yeah.
hell it
Could you
was.
please get on that.
Look
Yeah.
ass handed to him.
Fired.
We'll be back with the family. Tom Barnard here with my buddy and CEO of North American Banking Company, Michael Bilski. Michael, this is a tough time for businesses not only in the Twin Cities, but all over right now. Can you tell me a little bit about what North American Banking Company is doing for your customers?
Tommy, at the bank, we're helping businesses with all of our tools at our disposal. Lenders are working as long as it takes with our customers to help them through these tough times. We've processed well over 300 loans for customers and funded over $70 million through the SBA's Paycheck Protection Program. Through our payment deferment program, our current customers were able to skip 1, 2, or even 4 payments with no penalty. Finally, being a locally owned and operated bank, we're able to move quickly and take action for our customers when they need us most.
Why not bank with my banker? God, I can't tell you how great it is working with Bilski.
Did you record that, Andy? Could you send that to me?
North American Banking Company, a better banking experience. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. By now, you've all heard me talk about MyPillow and how it's literally changed my life. My friend Mike Lindell, the inventor of MyPillow, fit me for my very own MyPillow, and I haven't stopped raving about them since. They won't go flat. You can wash and dry them as many times as you want, and they maintain their shape. Made in the USA. If you don't have a MyPillow or know someone who doesn't, now is the time, because for a limited time, Mike is offering his premium MyPillows, yes, the one that started it all, for his lowest price ever. You can get a queen-size premium MyPillow for $29.98, regularly $69.98. That's a $40 savings. Kings are only $5 more, by the way. Folks, now is the time to buy. Not only are you getting the lowest price ever, but they are the best Christmas gifts ever. $29.98 for a queen-size premium MyPillow. Buy now, and Mike will extend his 60-day money-back guarantee to March 1st, 2021. Go to MyPillow.com and click on the radio listener square and use promo code TOM. There you'll find not only this amazing offer, but also deep discounts on all MyPillow products, including the Giza Dream bed sheets, the MyPillow mattress topper, and MyPillow towel sets. Or call 800-516-5146 and use promo code TOM. Sounds like an Italian having dinner.
Well, it
A
isn't a
merry little Christmas.
God, he has the smoothest voice ever. Him and Dean Martin.
Do you like Frank Sinatra, do you? Aren't you the first one ever?
I love me some Frank.
Oh, yeah, the crooners back in the day. It was fun. Although it still pisses me off, and JB, you have to explain this to me, why they let this happen.
Okay.
Nat King Cole, one of the greatest singers of all time, but when he does the Christmas song, why did they record it and have him go, "Wah?" He goes like that.
On what's the Christmas song? Which one? Which
Nat
is Nat
King
King Cole?
The chestnuts roasting on
Oh,
the
okay.
fire.
Yeah.
Jack Frost nipping at your nose.
Because it was-
Good-night, Carol.
Who
Oh,
knows?
he goes like this. He goes, so I'm offering.
Yeah, right.
Why did they let him do that? Nat King Cole never had to slide into a note in his life. Never.
They probably, who knows?
Do you think it was because he did that televised and they were trying to just emphasize
I don't know.
the style
It
of...
sounds terrible, though.
Because you know how they tell the singers to kind of really, not overact, but to really emphasize the notes and
But
the
I mean,
performance.
he's searching for a note, is what it sounds like.
Right.
I don't know what
Yeah.
note it's supposed to be.
Oh, there it is.
I'm offering. There it is.
I was going to ask you,
Yes, sir.
20 years ago in the KQ Morning Show, how would we always end the last show of the year?
We always used to go, okay, it's December 21st, fuck off for a couple of days.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. It was wonderful.
No,
Right.
we would always end it with Nat King Cole.
We always did.
Yeah.
Nat King Cole. We always did, man. My mother loved Nat King Cole, brother. Oof. She thought, wow, Dean Martin, Nat King Cole. She was not a big Frank Sinatra fan. Maybe because he killed people. Maybe
That might have been it. Yeah.
had people killed.
Right.
So, you know.
Tarnished it a little for her.
That son of a bitch killed Sam Giancana. What am I supposed to do? You think of that. We were talking about that the other day, and people get really pissed at me about this. But I grew up Catholic, as JB did. And so my mother thought JFK was God.
Yes,
You know,
as
Roman
every
Catholic.
Catholic did.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the only Catholic priest, I believe, right?
the only
Still?
Catholic
I mean,
president
sorry,
ever.
president, not priest, yeah.
Catholic priest, you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
either.
no,
You don't
no,
know about
no,
that
yeah,
either, Chris, but,
right.
you know. But yeah, she. I don't know. She didn't care for Frank, but I don't know. She loved her. She loved Nat King Cole. Remember, he had a TV show when we weren't even born yet. I don't think. But
It was the highest rated show on television. It was taken off the air because the advertisers
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
were upset about it.
Now, is Natalie Cole still alive, or
No.
she
No,
died
she
recently?
died.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, yeah.
She died too. Honest to God. Well, the problem was, from what I understand, that they would send over, if he's doing a commercial like for a toaster or whatever, he'd hold it up and go, "Hey, make sure you're on by this toaster," and then he'd just put it in his car. So they got pissed off. I love picking on JB.
Right, yeah.
You dress up as Santa, you're getting picked on every year.
That was back in the days of like 3 networks, however.
Right, yeah,
so,
3 networks.
Yeah, and I remember the Bing Crosby Christmas special where David Bowie joins him, and that song you still hear
Yes.
Little Drummer Boy mixed with like Peace on Earth or whatever. But yeah, that's when you could have fun things like that. David Bowie walks in on Bing Crosby, and that was TV.
That was
back
phenomenal.
then. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I was talking to somebody about. Remember the show Mork and Mindy? They're like, no. I said Mork and Mindy. There's a big breakthrough for
Robin Williams.
For Robin Williams.
Yeah.
There's a big breakthrough. They go, yeah, I kind of heard of it. I said, at its peak, how many people watched that
Oh God,
show?
it was like Super Bowl numbers.
70 million.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
weekly sitcom,
Right.
70 million people.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's amazing.
Could you imagine?
What are they going to get now? A 1?
Not even.
Not even. They're probably not even a 1.
Not
is it?
even. Yeah.
Isn't that amazing how it's
3
changed?
networks, and then they would only broadcast till, they would go off the air
Yeah.
at
Yeah.
midnight. Remember, we'd just go to like a black screen and
Play the national
play the
anthem.
anthem, and that would be the end of it. So they broadcast for about 8 hours, and that was the end of it.
So
Yep.
did my wife call and tell you to bring that up? my mother call her and say, "Hey, Tom, the Indians on the television. It's time to
That's
go to
what
bed."
it was. Yeah,
They
the
put an
Indian.
Indian
Yeah,
up
there was
there.
an Indian.
Remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
They put an Indian
yeah.
up
Right.
there. It was really good.
Indians on the
Yeah.
TV. It's time for bed.
It's time for bed. Go to bed, man. Let's
Right.
go. Let's go. Come on.
No,
Anyway.
I think they called it a test pattern.
Test
It was a
pattern.
test
That's
pattern.
exactly what it was. Yeah.
And they would play, and they reached up and touched the hand of God. Remember that? The guy would do that narration thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was a very, very big deal when they signed off
Yeah.
television. But you're right. There, ABC, NBC, CBS.
That was
At
it.
first, it was Dumont. Was it Dumont in CBS's place? That's where the Honeymooners was on the Dumont.
Oh yeah.
network.
Right. Yeah.
Still the funniest show ever on television.
The Honeymooners.
Don't you think?
The Honeymooners and I Love Lucy.
And you loved I Love Lucy, man.
Right.
You loved that show.
Yeah.
One of my favorite things because I love Jackie Gleason. God, I thought.
Now, didn't the Honeymooners begin on his sketch show?
Yeah. Yep.
And then they just expanded it into a sitcom. Yeah,
that's exactly right. But he would never ever audition. So to this day, I don't ever pre-read anything. I don't look at it. I don't know what's coming up next because I want to have a natural reaction to it.
Yeah.
Because I read his book about that's how he felt. And
right.
It's a great idea. The only one problem is he would show up at the very last minute to shoot the show. So everybody's waiting for him.
Yeah.
He comes in, and they used to do props. Like he would sit down at the table in their apartment there in Bensonhurst. He sits down at the table, and they had prop food, and the pork chop was made of wood.
Oh.
Right?
Right.
So he sits down, and he hits the plate with his hand, launches the pork chop, which is a piece of wood, and it breaks in half on the floor.
Oh, great.
And it's on live television.
Yeah.
So it's just live, right? He looks down, and he goes, Alice, that pork chop is overcooked. Now we're talking.
Now, have you watched any of the ones they're doing live now? The All in the Family and
I
the
can't do
Jeffersons.
Can't do
it. Was okay.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I didn't hate it.
The first one sucked.
Yeah, I didn't.
This one's good though.
Yeah, it was okay. I kind of enjoyed it.
Yeah,
they
redid the.
They did a good
the conscientious objector. Yeah. On All in the Family.
Oh, they did.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Kevin Bacon played the part of the guy who stood up and said, "I'd shake his hand because my son isn't here anymore."
Right.
And
Kevin Bacon. Yeah. I like him.
Yeah.
He's a good guy, actually.
Yeah. And they redid Good Times, and they brought back John Amos. He played a part, but they said I didn't see it, but they said he kept.
He was driving the car. I saw him driving a car. Yeah.
Yeah, they said he kept screwing up his lines.
Oh, really?
He's about 110.
Yeah,
right.
John Amos has been around a long time.
Might have something to do with it.
He
Just
was
a
in
possibility.
Roots.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the things that? Do you think Archie Bunker would be able to say the stuff he said back
forget
then?
about it.
Not
No,
a chance.
that's why I'm surprised they were able to get away with it. They probably had to pick some of the some of the more tame episodes.
I remember when B. Arthur, who was on Golden Girls or whatever, she started off on All in the Family, though.
Yeah, as Maude. She was that
Maude,
character,
right.
yeah.
She was Maude on there, and she's getting married, and Archie and Edith go to the wedding. They find out that she's marrying some guy named, like, Sheldon Dinkelman or something like that. And live television, he goes, "Good night, nice. She's marrying a Jew."
Yeah.
Ain't no way you're saying no.
Yeah.
Maybe do you think they would care? Probably would.
When Sammy Davis Jr. comes to his house in that episode, he says to Sammy Davis Jr., he goes, I understand you couldn't help being black, but why'd you have to turn Jew?
You couldn't help being
Right. So, I mean, that's just what happened back then.
It sounds like something you say to me.
Right.
I was thinking of doing it right now. But, no, I think, to tell you the truth, that really helped bring people together. And now the fact that we hold, gender, skin color, and orientation in everyone's face, it's going to make it worse if they don't stop.
Right.
They really need to stop doing this because people don't Look, I've told people many, many times, you guys know this, that if I'm always nice to you, it means I don't like you.
Yeah.
And if I can't joke around with you, I don't like you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
That's it.
Yeah, right.
I show you that you're a friend of mine by nailing you. Hey, nice shirt, JB.
Thank you.
She's a friend, right?
Yeah.
This you're dressed. You're so festive today.
Don't hand me that. I'd be like, don't hand me that crap.
No one looks better in that hat than a person of color, JB. Person of color. I hate that so goddamn much. I can't even tell you.
It sounds ridiculous.
It sounds phony.
Does anybody like that?
I
Person
don't.
of color?
JB,
Yeah.
you have the only vote at the table.
Nope, do not like it.
Yeah.
No, I don't either. And you hear my point this morning, JB, when I said, if I were black and you people held me up as your human shield the way that white people do now, I would be so pissed off about that I couldn't tell you.
Oh, I've always said if no matter what race a criminal is, their race is part of their description.
Yeah.
Give it
Right.
so we
Give
can
the
catch them.
description. 100% correct.
Yeah.
So we can catch them. Get them off the streets. You You're 100% right. It's criminal what's going on in Minneapolis and St.
Oh,
Paul.
my God. Oh, Chris, you should see what they're doing to our cities.
Oh, yeah?
Murder rate is almost double in both